Last segment, we were talking about the different types of policies and mandates from during the COVID-19 pandemic. With the emergency ending, these policies pretty much going by the wayside. But one policy that was enacted by the Illinois General Assembly and by lawmakers across the country dealt with allowing people to cast ballots in elections by mail. And it even led to permanent mail-in voting as an option for the Illinois electorate. Well, a lot of questions about mail-in voting before COVID, highlighting how it seems to increase questions about voter integrity and the overall process and whether or not it's going to be completely above board. And we've seen since then even more measures taking place at the Illinois State House. For instance, a measure that says the county clerk doesn't have to, compare a mail-in ballot signature with the actual voter record file. They can just compare it to the mail-in application. So there's some questions there. The mail-in drop boxes, there's a loophole there that essentially, if you collect ballots for people, you have to sign the envelope. The person you're collecting it for has to sign the envelope, and those have to be verified when you physically turn them into a clerk's office. But what about the mail-in drop box? There's nobody at the drop box checking those signatures for people who may be ballot harvesting in Illinois. So there's still some substantial questions in Illinois when it comes to voter integrity. Well, there's a summit coming up here soon. Carol Davis, the chairman of the Illinois Conservative Union, joins us to talk about the Midwest Election Integrity Summit. She's on the line here with Springfield's Morning News on 92.7 WMAY. Springfield's News and Talk. Carol, thanks for taking time this morning. Let's get to it. What's the Midwest Election Integrity Summit all about coming up May 20th?
Well, thank you so much, Greg. It's going to be on Saturday, May 20th, and it's going to be in the south suburb of Chicago, Palos Hills. The main program starts at 9 a.m., but there'll be time for breakfast and networking from 7:30 to 9, and then it'll wrap up about 5 p.m. It's going to be a great day. Our summit keynote speaker is Ken Cuccinelli. He is now the national chairman of the Election Integrity Initiative. Most people know him as the former attorney general in Virginia. And then, of course, he was in the Trump administration in the Department of Homeland Security and a few other roles. So it's going to be, what we've been doing with our Illinois Election Integrity Program is we've been, over the last 2 years last couple of years since the 2020, debacle, as you say, they used every excuse under the sun to subvert our election processes. So what we've done is taken what the Virginia model had done in Virginia in 21, and we've implemented that not only here in Illinois with a strong statewide coalition of groups working together on election integrity. But that's actually being implemented all across the country through the Cleta Mitchell, who was one of Trump's top attorneys, through her Election Integrity Network. So we're going to have some of the key founders of the Virginia Coalition, Lynn Taylor and Ned Jones, coming. We're going to have a special video message from New York Congresswoman Claudia Tenney, who founded the Election Integrity Caucus in Congress. So it's going to be a very informative but action-oriented summit. It's not going to be just talk. We're going to actually do an overview in the morning of the different segments, components of election integrity. And in the afternoon, we'll have breakout sessions with a deep dive into each one of those segments.
We're talking with Carol Davis about election integrity, and people can register for this event coming up May 20th at IEIP.org, IEIP.org. It is a session that's going to delve deep into this, a full day session with breakout sessions. Carol, when it comes to the current challenges in Illinois for election integrity, what do you think's most top of mind? And what's your response to Republicans who now seem to recognize they have to play the game as it is in law right now with mail-in balloting and early voting? Is that something you encourage to combat what some see as election integrity issues?
Yes, we must, play the game on the field that we're given. And so, yeah, in fact, if people go to our website, ieip.org, they'll not only find out all about the summit, but they'll see a tab there that says Claim Your Name, Secure Your Vote. And that walks people through the recommended process, something they used very successfully in Virginia, where you order your vote by mail ballot early, you make sure you get it, and then you can choose to vote early or vote on election day, or you've got your mail in ballot and you've claimed your name. No one can grab that ballot and vote it for you. You can take it in person, have the judge write spoiled across it, and secure it in a spoiled ballot envelope and get a live ballot to vote. So, and yes, in fact, on that same page, if you scroll down, you'll find out how to legally harvest ballots because it is legal in Illinois. So we give you the statutes and we walk you through how you would do that.
These are obviously some of the things that you're going to be discussing with the experts in this field coming up May 20th. Again, give us all those details people need to know to take part in this event and how they can get registered.
Yes, please go to IEIP.org. That's his Illinois Election Integrity Program, IEIP.org, sweet and simple. And you're going to learn how to legally verify voter rolls, ensure they're being maintained, work with your local elections office to ensure transparency. How about vulnerable voters? We'll have special information about how to protect seniors and people in group homes. It's going to be all encompassing. People don't realize that elections are like a big jigsaw puzzle. There's a lot of pieces, a lot of components, and we're going to dive into each. Put your team together, bring them along, get a table. It's $100 for the day, which includes breakfast and lunch, and we'd love to see students come. Special student rate of only $50 for the day. Again, it's IEIP.org. Come on out. Let's work together. Let's save the state and our republic.
Carol Davis, greatly appreciate you taking the time. Again, the website, IEIP.org, IEIP.org. We'll definitely talk again in the near future, all right? Be safe out there.
Thanks, Greg. Have a great day.
You too. It is Springfield's Morning News on 92.7 WMAY, Springfield's News and Talk.